in Ohio. If you're joining in on the replay, I got to Ohio yesterday, last night, and hung out with my daughter, grandson, and granddaughter for a little while. Had some nice pizza at a local pizza place. Pizza and a beer. Joe Mama is here. Good morning. Day 65. I am on one of the rails to trails walks, and kind of see where I'm at. This is a they said it's an old railroad track. This part of it I don't believe is railroad tracks, but anyway, there we go. There's the old rail trestle. And I'm going to walk across that. How you doing this morning, Joe? Good to see you. Actually, I don't think this was railroad. I think this was for cars. I remember driving over this bridge long time ago. And you can see what I'm seeing. This is the Little Miami River. Miami River flows through Ohio, goes all the way down to the Ohio River. So yeah, lots and lots of graffiti, that's for sure. Water looks clean. Yeah, this whole area, whenever they get some big rain here, this whole area floods. They close off. This is definitely a low-lying area. They close off the street that I was just close to every time it rains, big rains. But this river floods every single time. They had a flood here in Dayton way back in 1913, and flooded the whole town for like, I don't know, like several weeks. The whole town was underwater, and after that they started putting in dams and all that. I know that about 2 miles up that way is one of the major dams in the system that they developed to prevent all the flooding. Mainly is here. What's up with you? I am in Ohio, and this is an old bridge I'm standing on, and I thought that the path went that way, but clearly it ends. But Ducky is here. Hello, Ducky. Good to see you. But yeah, it's a nice little river. It's the Little Miami River. Flows all the way down. Well, it joins up with the Great Miami River, and then it flows all the way down to the Ohio River on the state line between Ohio and Kentucky. So I'm going to head out here to the walk. I think there's mileage markers on the walk, on the trail. And so I think I'll be able to judge by that. But basically, I'm just going to try to walk about 20 minutes and turn around and walk back. So we'll be walking, sadly, along a road. I thought we'd be out in nature a little bit more than what we're going to be. But Deneen is here. Hello, Deneen. You liking the different walks? Cool. Cool. Anyway, yeah, I think there's like mileage markers. Got up here last night. Finally made it up here to Ohio about 7:30 last night. I had all kinds of issues going on yesterday. While I was on the live stream yesterday, I got a text message. I got a rental car to drive up here, and I got a text message from the rental place, and they said they were confirming me returning my car yesterday, and so they had me down as only having a rental car for one day. So I started dealing with that right after the walk. Sat there for 45 minutes talking to a damn computer. Said they couldn't find my reservation, or couldn't find me in the system. So they kept going round and round with this AI. Finally I said, can I talk to a human? And that took about another 5 minutes. And I get a human on the line. They said, oh yeah, our system's down. I said, why doesn't AI know that? I guess AI doesn't want to admit that the system's down. So yeah, anyway, so I had to stop several times trying to straighten that out, and finally did. But damn rentals, yeah, I know. Yeah, all kinds of friendly people in here this morning. Yeah, Ducky, I commented on that video you put out of the harvest, and you'll see I'm gonna probably post a video from my house that I got up here that we're selling, and I'll post a video of that, and you'll see that my backyard looks just like that. Wide open backyard, and it just backs up to a farm field. I don't know what they planted this year. I haven't been up here since April, so I'll walk down here by the river for a minute. This would be a nice place to go fishing, wouldn't it, man? Oh, there's a deer walking across the water. Two deer. You guys see them over there? Look at that. Well, how about that shit? We still get to see deer. Huh. That's pretty cool. They're just walking right across the water. I haven't been here in a long, long time. It's awful pretty, though. Ranchez, hello, how are you? Yeah, you wouldn't mind throwing a line in, mainly? Yeah. Big whitetails, yep. We're up in Ohio, corn-fed deer. Good for skipping? Yeah, probably would be. Probably would be. Alright, let's get back up here and walk for a while. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Right? Call them deer rabbits. Yeah, to name it, you got moose up there. Those are huge. Those deer probably are. It's like, yeah, I just got a little deer this year. Now, how is everybody doing today? I'm doing fantastic. Took me a long time to get here, but it was well worth it. Had dinner, had some pizza and beer with my daughter, my granddaughter, my grandson last night when I got up here. So definitely nice to see them, hang out with them. Who we got? Ranch is doing all right. Donating plasma. All right. Brody, hello. How are you? Welcome into the chat. My name's Dave. I live stream every day from a walk. Normally, I have a trail close to my house down in Georgia, and it's a 2-mile walk, and I take that walk every day and live stream from that. I've been doing that. Today's the 65th day in a row, but I'm on the road right now, and I'm up in Ohio. And yesterday I stopped along the way in Georgia. Had a lake, beautiful lake yesterday, and walked around there. Got some really nice scenery. And today I'm up in Ohio, and just around Dayton, Ohio, and I'm out on a walking trail here. So let's see. You'll be up at camp this weekend? All right. Putting the roof on, huh? Hopefully we'll be closer to the river. We are getting away from the road, thank goodness. Yeah, if you are new here, like I said, I do this every day. This is 65th day in a row coming out walking. Just because I changed location didn't mean I was going to change my routine. And we're going to find someplace different, probably every day, to walk at. I got lots of different places I can go to. A lot of like historic places. I mentioned yesterday that I may go to a farm, and that's on the list. This trail that I'm on right now, this goes from, I don't know, probably 30 miles north of here all the way up to, oh, there's a deer. Goes all the way down to Cincinnati. Y'all see him standing there? That's kind of a small one, I think. Hi, buddy. How are you this morning? These guys don't know that I provide apples. You do see it? All right. We saw two just a minute ago walking across the river, which was kind of cool. All right, buddy. We'll see you later. Bye. I'm sure there's more around somewhere. That miniature deer. Yeah. He was standing in some pretty tall brush, so his legs were completely hidden. But yeah, he wasn't that big. Word gets out in the deer family about me bringing apples. Maybe they told him, they heard me on my walk down there in Georgia. Said, hey, the dude with the apples is going up to Ohio. Let everybody know up there he's coming. Cool guy. Hello. How are you? Starting to watch you daily. Fantastic. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, Dave has apples. Definitely welcome into the chat. It's good to have people here. I was talking earlier about how this area floods every time it rains. And yeah, there's a flood gauge right there. And yeah, they'll close this whole area off down here. Probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 square miles. Where I started my walk, I noticed a sign and it had a number on it. And I'm hoping that it's a mileage marker so I can verify that I'm walking my 2 miles. But if not, I'm gonna walk for about 20 minutes one direction and turn around and go back. So nice thing about these trails is an old guy can't get lost. I know, I just need to turn around and go back. Country has different time zones, so it's currently night there. Okay. Yeah, the city I'm in, Dayton, they had a big flood back in 1913. Flooded out the entire city. Downtown, I've seen pictures from like the downtown area, and yeah, there's the only thing you see is like the roofs of houses, and that was it. And so they put in a system of dams all around the town, because there's lots of rivers that flow through town, and they put in a system of dams and to help prevent that. And there's one upriver there, about the sign back there that I was talking about. It said it's 3.5 miles. So, and there's the river again. Yeah, it looks like that's all there is mods on the chat. Don't have anybody else coming in anymore. This chat used to be slammed with people and trolls, so yeah, there's 3 or 4 of you here. Bishal, hello. Good morning to you. Alright, I will show myself. How about that? Trying to show the pretty scenery. It's better looking than me, that's for sure. Yeah, I left the house this morning, and it's 49 degrees up here in Ohio. And I left the house this morning, and I was thinking, it's not too bad out here. It doesn't feel too cold. But I got here, and I guess down by this water, yeah, I didn't have my sweatshirt on when I first got here. And it's like, yeah, I'm putting on that sweatshirt before I start walking. So, yeah, I'm originally from here. This is home for me. Martin Sheen, Dave Chappelle. Rob Lowe is from Dayton as well. Let's see. Trying to think of anybody. There's lots and lots of famous people from here. Of course, the Wright brothers. $49 there this morning. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly for me, but that's all right. I do own winter gear. Haven't had to use it in a while, but I do own winter gear. What do we got on the trail ahead of me now? Oh, it's a cat. I saw it run out. Oh, there you go. There's a bald eagle. That was a bald eagle that just flew by. Cool, cool, cool. I was talking about that yesterday. Someone was asking about eagles. And I remember way back, like in the 80s, they spotted a pair of bald eagles nesting north of here, probably about 30, 40 miles north of here. And they really started to protect them. And now I guess there's like hundreds of bald eagles in this area. So that's pretty cool that they were able to save them. Snow is coming soon. Yeah. I don't know if they're actually classified as endangered anymore. Like I said, they did a lot to protect them, and they had those two north of here, and they provided a habitat for them up there. There's like a lake up there where they nested, and they provided a big habitat for them up there, and now there's hundreds of them in this area. So I don't know if they're actually listed as endangered anymore. I know you can't kill them. The Big Bear Valley. I'm not sure what that is, Ducky. Ain't no bear up here. Got some sort of a heron or a crane out there. Sitting out there looking for fish. You got ducks on the river. Dave's Wildlife Show. You've seen so many be born and grow up. It's a live feed. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I think they did that here with one of the nests. There's a man-made lake fairly close, and I think they did the same thing here, and they put a camera in the nest, or close to the nest. So you need to stop trying to look up and look down. So I have been walking, well, I've been live for about 22 minutes. I'm gonna walk a little bit further up this way, see what's around this bend up here, and turn around and head back. Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little challenging. It's definitely a lot easier to keep up with the chat lately. Instead of hundreds upon hundreds of messages or chats I was getting, I'm only getting a few now. And yeah, definitely easy to keep up. Okay, this is about where I thought I was coming. You never know what's around the bend, absolutely. This is just a great big open field. Here, you can see that the sun is starting to come up a little bit. But yeah, that's like a little levee there that helps to keep some of the water in. But I can guarantee you, in the spring, this whole area is underwater. I mean, I'd be standing completely underwater right now. There's a parking lot up there. I was going to park there, but I knew there was something down this way that I wanted to see and wanted to show on the live stream. So I've been at about 24 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and turn around and head back. I did not see any more mileage signs, so there are definitely parts of Ohio that are pretty cool and beautiful. There's a lot of it that's nothing but farmland, but I've taken some drives through Ohio that, yeah, that's all you see is farm fields. Soybeans forever. But you can definitely find some hidden gems in Ohio. Lake Erie, that area up there, very pretty. There's some different spots along the Ohio River. They're pretty cool. And then, of course, little places like this, tucked in here and there. Kind of looking forward to being up here this winter and being back up here permanently, or at least, well, I don't want to say permanently, temporarily permanent. I'm not going to walk 30 miles now. Does it smell like freshly mowed grass? No, it doesn't. It does not. It's nice that I'm away from the road a little bit. It got kind of noisy. Old Glory's here. I want to pick at you, but I like you, Dave. Can't find nothing yet to pick you for. I'll find something though. Okay. How about, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Is that something there? Old Glory. I'm up in Ohio today. Old Glory. I'll be up here for a few days. I'll be moving up here sometime this winter. And we are along the Little Miami River, taking a walk on a walking trail. That doesn't do it for you. Why? Seeing new faces this morning. Got the sun shining in on the trees, coming up over the horizon. A little bit chilly this morning. No, I don't know. I'm sure there'll probably be people in canoes and kayaks out here, but that's probably going to be about it. I haven't been down here to this river in years. So it's definitely nice to get down here. Kaiser, hello, how are you? Joe, been busy a while, just checking in. Nice to see you still at it. Yes, sir. 65 days in a row. Now, I'm traveling. I'm up in Ohio right now. And, but I managed to find some spots to go walking. So, I will continue to walk. My target is to get in a full year. 365 days. And then we'll see from there. Thank you, Lukey. Why not, Old Glory? Why don't you get to come home in that boat? Guys are still young. Yep. Oh yeah, I didn't even put those two together. My age and the day I'm walking are the same. 65-year-old man walking for 65 days in a row. I don't know why. I normally, those kind of things always click in my head. For some reason they didn't today. Looks like the trail is going on. See y'all there for a second. Yeah, I was saying that this trail goes clear down to the Ohio River, and I could walk all the way down there. It's about 70 miles. Not gonna do it. Lucky normally I walk on a trail close to my home down in Georgia, and it's a 2-mile trail. So this will be, I'm trying to walk the same amount of time. I'm not sure on the distance, but I'm trying to walk the same amount of time, and to classify it as 2 miles. So this will make 130 miles. So That's the river boat now. First barge that come by, you're sunk or empty. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, a good number. Playing the lottery? Maybe. Oh, I know I got this, Jesse. Absolutely. Cool guy, I don't know. I used to get a whole bunch of people on these live streams, and for some reason it's just a lot of them gone away. And but that's fine, because it's definitely easier to keep up with the chat now. So my aunt lived in 200. She's always walking a kilometer every morning. Well, I'm going to see my mom here in a little bit. As soon as I'm done with this, my mom is still alive. She's 91, so hopefully we'll have her around till she's 100. And in USA, sugar and heart disease, 50 plus. Okay. Names are weird today. Yeah, they changed how they show up in the chat. Jesse Jones, subscribe and like, guys. Yep, about 8 out of 10 right now. But I have, okay. Well, 8 out of 10 ain't bad, especially a guy as old as you, old Glory. Cool guy. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm definitely glad you enjoy it. The motto of the channel is get busy living. So that's what I'm trying to do. Get out here, enjoy these walks. It's part of my get busy living theory or strategy, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, but every day get up and come out for a 2-mile walk early in the morning. It's definitely fun. I can see sunshine ahead of me. I am enjoying my walk. Cleaned house Tuesday, the day after I pulled your stent. Wendy, hello. Good to see you this morning. I don't know if you've been in here already, but that's the first time I noticed you in the chat. Definitely good to see you again this morning. I'm up in Ohio today and walking along the Little Miami River. And I'm on a bike and hike or run trail. And I got sunshine in my face. Now, just walked around the corner and boom, hit with the sun. Seen a few deer this morning. I can't see the chat because of the sun. Yeah, I got about halfway here yesterday and realized I forgot my sunglasses. There we go. Not that I don't like the sunshine, but whew. Lebanon, Indiana. I am just north of Dayton, Ohio, so morning.
Morning.
I really enjoy seeing you regularly pop up on my YouTube. Absolutely, Lucky. Seen some, yeah. According to Neen, what I've seen is rabbits, so. They're bigger than the ones down in Georgia, that's for sure. He also gets the occasional troll here. Hell yeah. They've definitely slowed down. Yeah. I don't know if you have much fun anymore. I'm knock on wood here. But yeah, they have left me alone for a little while. They've left the house. I guess they get on here and start seeing some blue, and blue names, and they realized, yeah, we're not going very far here, so. There's a deer, a couple deer down there by the water. Yeah, a whole bunch of them. Y'all see them down there? One standing right there, and then there's two more. Can't see the second one down there by the water. There is another one down there by the water. They don't seem to be much bothered by me. They just keep on eating. But I'm on a walking trail, so I'm sure they see people walk by here all the time. How's them apple heads? I have not been, if you're talking about me bringing apples out to them, I haven't been bringing apples out for a while to them. Love venison. Yeah. There's the other one down there. He's deep in the weeds there. All right. Onward and upward. I had brown hair when I was younger, and I had hair. Applehead Chihuahuas. Okay. Okay. Now I've been walking now. I've been live streaming for 37 minutes. Walking the majority of that time. Stopped a few times. Heading back right now. I'm going to, there's an old bridge that goes over the river. I'm going to walk back down to that. I kind of started there this morning. And we'll walk back down to that. The white looks good on me. Thank you, Lucky. Sharon, how are you? Yeah, I just answered your question, so I definitely saw you there. I didn't read your name, though. Just read the question. So, 65 days. Coming out and walking in the morning. Pretty sure I'm going to have my 2 miles in, probably a little bit more. And I got so much running around to do. That's why I'm up here for. I got to take care of some business. And so, man, that place has definitely got bigger. That's a bar over across the street there. I don't know what night of the week it is anymore. It's been quite a while, but they have like biker night there, and they draw quite the crowd. Madison, hello, how are you? Welcome in, good to see you today. Sharon just logged in, or a bit late, that's fine. Appreciate you having you here any time at all. And I'm walking up to the parking lot where I parked. I was the only car here when I got here. Looks like I might have parked the wrong direction. Oh well. Ain't no lines painted. So, you can see the river I'm walking by. Absolutely, Kaiser. Mr. Hustle is there to collect money and bust kneecaps, and the price isn't right. Lori, hello, how are you? Good to see you this morning. Walking up here, like I said, there's an old bridge, and I remember as a kid driving across this bridge. Absolutely. Old guy, old glory. Old guy is me. I don't know that I really have. I mean, I never really started out with a goal other than to just do it every day. And I think that's the thing that kind of makes it at least kind of amazing to me, is that, you know, now here I am at 65 days in a row of doing this. So yeah, it's kind of cool to me too. I like, let's see. Wendy, you're very welcome. Beautiful weather in Virginia. People like that. Yeah. I pushed the wrong button. I was trying to flip the phone around and ended my stream for a second. I'm back. Hopefully you are too. Thank you, Lori. Appreciate that. I'm okay. Yeah, so this is an old bridge here. Like I said, this used to be, the road used to come from over there, come this way, and then curve around that way. And obviously, things have changed. Lots and lots of graffiti. Justin was here, by the way, just in case you guys were wondering if he'd been here. Justin has been here. Jordan was here too. Oh, and there we go. Someone was kind enough to paint a warning sign for us. And also, in case you didn't know, Gavin stinks. Oh, don't jump. It's nice of these people to give us advice. Let us know. So there you go. There's the Little Miami River in Dayton, Ohio. Gavin does stink a little bit. Alright. Well, try to make sure you put a bar of soap in his stocking this Christmas. Not exactly sure where I'm going to walk tomorrow. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't even know where I'm laying my head tonight. So, I stayed with my daughter last night, and Bridge could talk, he'd have many stories. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Some 16-year-old kid driving his old piece of shit Ford Falcon across this bridge back and forth several times. I think we used to come down here in this area and at night and cruise around with our headlights off, just see how long we'd be brave enough to do it. It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I mean, actually, to think about, it's kind of like that video of that guy that's sitting down on his porch. I'm sure y'all have seen it. The guy sitting down on his porch and he's just sitting there holding something, and his wife comes out and says, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm just holding this wire." And she's like, "Okay." And he's like, "Yeah, I've had this wire for like 25, 30 years or however long," he says. And he said, "That's my life right there. I mean, I've been using that wire and it's almost gone." So it's kind of cool to think like that. Of course, his wife didn't get it at all, what he was even talking about. But yeah, it's kind of cool to look back and think, you know, I used to drive my old piece of crap cars across this bridge. You jump from higher. Yeah, well, I don't think you'd want to jump into this water. I mean, we saw deer walking across it earlier, so it's not very deep at all. How young am I? I'm 65 years old. And now that it finally hit me, yeah, 65 years old. I've been taking a walk every day now for 65 days in a row. I got 300 to go to make my year. We're gonna head back out. There's a little spot right up here by the parking lot, and where you can look down the river and see the bridge from down close by the river. So I'm gonna walk down that way. That's where we saw it when I saw the deer walking across the river. That's where I saw them. I was standing there earlier. Consular, no, I'm in Ohio. I love the vintage cars. Don't make them like, oh, yeah, I know, Lori. I definitely know that. You can't work on them anymore. I've done backflips from 20 feet into, oh, geez. Sunk a little deep into the loose rocks at the bottom of the river. Definitely got some sun now. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. When I get done here, I'm gonna head over and see my mom, have breakfast with my mom. Pretty excited about seeing her. I haven't seen her since April. So, yeah. Oh boy, my teen years were close to my house where I grew up, and there's a creek that ran through the woods, and we dammed up the creek. Thanks, Deneen. We dammed up the creek and rerouted it around this one particular area, and then went and dug our own swimming hole. And there was already kind of a hole there, but it just wasn't very deep. It was only about waist deep. We dug it down 8 feet, and I don't know, it was huge. Made it a lot bigger, and then opened the creek back up, and we had this swimming hole all summer, or actually for several years. We had a real nice swimming hole. So, Lori, time to go to work. All right, you have a good day. Hang on just a second. I'm going to show you a better scene here. Heading down to the river. Get you one last view. If I don't fall down the hill. And there you go. There's that bridge I was just standing on. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, my mom is 91. Still doing good. I'm gonna try to convince her to get on video with me a little bit today. At least shoot some video of her. If nothing else, I'll have some pictures that I'll post of my mom. I'm kind of afraid though what she might say. She might tell you guys some stuff about me that I don't want you all to know. There's I don't know birds very well, but where'd he go? Is he showing up? There he is, yeah. Some sort of crane or something over there. Looks like UK. You're in the autumn too. Yep. We saw a bald eagle a little bit ago. Bet she's a sweetheart. Lots of wisdom. Yo, she's got lots of stories, that's for sure. That's what I'm afraid of. Sorry, Laura, I didn't mean to hold you on any longer. You can go now. Said you were going to work. Yeah, I was walking up the trail a little bit ago, and yeah, a bald eagle flew right over our heads, which is pretty cool. Picked up a 6-foot cube chunk of styrofoam once that had washed out from under a busted boat ramp after a big flood. Yeah. Oh yeah, the street I grew up on, there were It's like a U-shaped street and not very long. And both ends of the street had a hill on it. So, of course, that was perfect for riding bikes down and building our own little what they call them? Not, they weren't go-karts because they didn't have motors on them, but yeah, what did they call those? But yeah, we used to build those steel wheels off of lawnmowers and some 2x4s out of our dad's junk pile, or yeah, junk pile in the back, and find a couple nails and put it all together, ride down the hill, and then, you know, 2 trips down the hill and it'd be in pieces again. Lori, we'll see you later. Thank you very much for coming today. So I definitely appreciate that. So at 12 and 13, we hopped on it at the Indian River on the farm, rode it all the way out to the Tennessee. Oh wow, Tennessee River. I'll bet. Yeah, Tennessee River is pretty big. I just drove over that yesterday, of course, coming up from Georgia, and I've always like seen the Tennessee River and looked at real estate and stuff down there. It is beautiful down there. Wouldn't mind having a place along the Tennessee River. That'd be kind of fun. You live walking distance to the Tennessee River? Oh, cool. Close to 75 or out somewhere beyond that? I mean, that's all I know of it. It's all I ever see of it is from I-75. Can't see it for a small set of trees. You can get some of these boys that watch your stuff and you're on their live stream, get them down there with some chainsaws. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, tomorrow, not exactly sure where I'm going. There's a few places. This walking trail is all over town and connects all over the place. But there's a few places up near where I live that have like historic sites and stuff. There's a lot of lock systems here that they used to use